Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Infra. We've just finished Chapter 6, Map 6, the Central Metro Station. We're apparently starting Chapter 7, which is called Working Overtime. If you remember, we started out fairly early today with our survey of the municipal water and electrical facilities for the village of Stallburg, city of Stallburg. And we've ended up with a half dozen tunnels collapsing on our head. And we keep getting sidetracked in more and more tunnel exploration. Hopefully we'll be able to get outside fairly soon and see what's going on outside in the wider world. There's a leak here. Sometimes Mark comments about needing to caulk, that kind of thing. I don't think caulking is the appropriate action for that. Yeah, they made this one nice and secure. There's no way through there. So let's go this way and see what's up here.
I have like a ton of these things already. I still have 9 packs of batteries left. That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
This is a flashlight-heavy section of the game.
This will take more than just a new coat of paint.
So I think we want to go up there and see what we can find over there, which means we're going to have to crawl through here and probably climb up these pipes. And of course we can't get out. Not taking my chances with the giant fan of doom, so we'll investigate this fan control system here. Stop time and a start time. And it says that it has to be on, or it can't be turned off for more than 3 hours in a 24-hour period. Alright? So it is now 6 o'clock, which probably means that Mark is late for dinner. So we're going to set the fan to be off for another hour and see if we can get it to shut off at 5 o'clock. So now that fan should be offline, which means we can jump down through the vent. Get rid of this thing here. And get out into this alleyway. There's a manhole we can open, but we can't open the big door there. Open sewer construction site, Cesspit Street 23G. Inspection report May 1973. Inspected by Senior Field Inspector Johann Stahlberg. Notable shortcomings: prefabricated concrete elements have too sparse a rebarring. Rebar steel is of poor quality and too thin. In some cases, even metal scrap has been used instead of proper rebar. This contains different types of metals with different coefficients of heat expansion. This means that the temperature change will cause the concrete to crack. The sand concentration in the concrete is too small. Also, they have used cheaper desert sand in the concrete, which is too smooth for structurally sufficient concrete. Some of the sand in the concrete has even been replaced with common dirt. These findings render the concrete in use to be too fragile and poses a major structural hazard for its inhabitants and construction workers. The construction project must be halted immediately and the current progress demolished and reconstructed with proper concrete.
Fascinating. Can't carry any more of these.
And they threw away some batteries of some sort.
I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
The red, so they're probably flashlight batteries. We might come back and need those later. There is a geocache lurking somewhere around this portion of the level. I am not entirely certain where. But this rock is just slightly too steep for Mark to be able to climb it. So it looks like we're going into the sewer system after all. Ow. Nothing down that way. We'll just do a quick exploration here. See if that geocache is lurking somewhere about. Okay, well, this flood door should make up its mind. And either be open or closed and not kind of half of both. That looks like a geocache on my screen from this distance until you light it up. Even that door's locked. But hey, there's a key card there. It says janitor. They hid the geocache under the bench at the metro station. Did they do that here? I would say no. City of Stahlberg, Department of Construction and Planning, Committee of Post-Inspection Decisions. Looks like May 2nd, 1973. urgent meeting summoned by Johann Stahlberg. Meeting regarding the cesspit here at Street 23G. After a lengthy discussion judging Senior Field Inspector Stahlberg's findings, the Committee of Post-Inspection Decisions decision rules that the project must not be cancelled. Stahlberg is suffering a major housing shortage and a relatively high rate of unemployment. This vital project should not be halted after some minor shortcomings, like the concrete sucking. Contractor Walter Co. has a perfectly good record. Slightly thinner rebar won't substantially weaken the concrete. Smooth desert sand is perfectly fine for concrete mix. The contractor's reports indicate there isn't a significant amount of dirt in the concrete, only small traces of it. At most, these shortcomings will lower the building's design life from 40 years to around 30 years, which is not an issue considering the fact that these buildings are constructed for temporary purposes less than 25 years. Stahlberg clearly can't do his job properly.
Intriguing. Interesting.
Bjorn, dispose these documents as soon as possible. Contains harmful information. Well, I think I want to come back
I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
with my news crew.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
Okay. The only place I haven't really searched for geocache is in here. And it could be hidden down here too. I don't think it was down here. Raked by in pipe. Right. How did I get here? I think I went down. Right. Alright. So again, since we can't go further, we must go elsewhere. Back into the tunnels we go. Where's the ladder? And we're going to have to go down that other path we saw with that broken flood door that we said we'd save for later. I think the geocache, after consulting with my notes and the guides and walkthroughs that I've been using, I think it's down here. Yep.
Another one.
Go. TB out, achievement unlocked. I think that is all of the geocaches in this act. The same kind of graffiti we've been seeing. Wasn't entirely translated from Finnish to English, so it must not be that important. At least not for the regular game. Alright.
I have like a ton of these things already.
Starting to flicker.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
Grab another pack of batteries, and notice how much brighter the flashlight is than it was a moment ago. You might go over there. You might go there. Let this start the bottom before it gets pull the transformer. We'll let it nice and dark in here. We'll turn the lights down on here. Thought I was supposed to turn something on. That one off. Alright, turn it on. turn that exhaust fan, which blows the line out of the... I gotta just shut up. There's some kind of a document in here. Change oils to one of the transformers. Which one? The one on the left. That helps a lot. One of the cables seems to be too loosely attached. Should be repaired. This is from 2002. Which cable? When will it be serviced? Use this log properly. The cable broke in 2015. This is 2016. So actually I was supposed to take a picture of the floor before fixing it. Okay. This line going down the middle divides it between the main line and the auxiliary line. So we're going to turn the main ones off and the auxiliary ones on. That lets us get over here. We throw the switch back. Now that we're on the other side of the room, past the water, we can then turn on the fan to blow the cable out of the water.
Interesting.
There's supposed to be some broken cement here. There we go. Alright, now that door is back open, so let's head on out and see what's beyond here. I'll put my flashlight on. And here's another gate. As expected, it's locked.
Too bad that the metro station was closed. I'd be halfway back to the office already.
Alright, I'm not sure if I want to go through the flood door or if I want to go through the regular door. So let's do a quick save here. There are flashlight batteries and a broken flood door here. Broken flood door? Anyone?
Can't carry any more of these.
Alright, and this looks like a point of no return. Just a hunch. And we are in the Walter Corporation area here. Always Simulator 2016. Well, if the shoe fits. You know, I did see that vent.
How much of that fixed?
Yeah, it's kind of icky. Alright, back to where we just were. The secret here, I just had it, there, is to not be blocked by the overhead pipes when you get there. Okay, so we got the damaged, we got the dirty wall, and we're back in the Walter Company headquarters here. There's something clicking. And I'm going to quick save right here for reasons that will become obvious very momentarily.
What the fuck?
Jeff Walter, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I only regret that I'm not around to see it. It just wasn't enough that you had to destroy my life, was it? The whole city is on the brink of collapse. All because of you. Take a close look at these walls. This place is right under your own headquarters, and yet is in so bad shape that it could fall apart at any moment. There is only one thing left for me to do. I'm going to destroy you and your whole company. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for this city and its people. Goodbye, Walter. Nobody is going to miss you.
What a fucking maniac.
Don't be too quick there. Alright, I may not have gotten all the pictures, but I'm going to keep moving in this general direction until the world stops shaking. And I think I'm safe here. Alright, so that was Alex Hartman's farewell gift to Jeff Walter. Unfortunately, I am not Jeff Walter, so things didn't really go according to plan there now, did it?
I have like a ton of these things already.
Right. And here we have another funicular, which I believe is the way forward, but I haven't finished exploring this section yet. so that doesn't work. So there's some flashlight batteries in there, which will be useful because that's running a bit out. That's not a door. That's not a door.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left. I'm pretty sure that's not meant to be like that. I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
Don't open, flood inside. Don't flood, open inside. I'm gonna guess the first one. And there's some train tracks there, which is not the most reassuring thing I've seen in a while. Alright. So it looks like there's something up there, which means we get to play parkour on the storage rack, which is Mark's favorite game by now. That doesn't move. That can't go that way. Go under this. This box will move. I'm not sure where I want to put it though. Not here. I want to go here. And over here. All right. This takes me to a little storage room here, but that's not the real goal. The real goal is I want to take a ride on this elevator. We're going to quick save. Because these elevators in Stahlberg are well known for their reliability.
That makes 10 packs of camera batteries.
The acquisition of HVH company founder Alex Hartman. Alex Hartman won't be causing any problems to us. Yeah, right. We know that his wife died and now Hartman is unstable and stressed, which is not a big problem for us. Well, it should be. Hartman doesn't seem to have any connections to anyone who could be a threat to us. Hammer Valley Hydro isn't doing so well, so the only thing left to do is to get Hartman to sell the company to Walter. HVH is a small competitor to Atomcraft, and they will be glad when HVH is bankrupted. HVH has too many connections to the Bergman Group and has several hydropower plants in the Bergman tunnels. The dam could be a good alternative power source to the bunker, and the location is important for several strategic reasons. Those are the main reasons we need to buy Hammer Valley Hydro. More talk about this bunker. And we have that SNW logo that we've seen before on the letterhead. Acquisition of Stahlberg Steel. Company founder Mikhail Rosenthal. Mikhail Rosenthal is a tricky case. He's a hard-boiled businessman and knows how to keep his company running. We also suspect he knows more about us than we want him to. He seems to have some connections to the Stahlberg criminal organizations where he got some of his information. We have to discuss with Rosenthal about selling the company to Walter. We are sure that Rosenthal will accept our offer. After that, we need to make a plan on how to get rid of Stahlberg Steel. Walter will handle that. We know the Stahlberg Steel offices contain some sensitive information which we don't want to fall into the wrong hands. But the main reason to cause bankruptcy is getting the military extended mandate over civilian legislative bodies. The plot thickens. The acquisition of the Bergman Group. Company founders Eric Kleinman and Xander Berg. Eric Kleinman has been unstable after the quote-unquote disappearance of Xander Berg. He has made some hasty decisions, which has given a bad reputation for the company. He started building a new freshwater tunnel, which has been riddled with problems. Xander Berg works at the S&W bunker. He doesn't know that Kleinman isn't getting any of his letters, but he has started to question the duration of the S&W project. We are trying to keep him happy as long as possible. We are not sure how long we can keep him in the dark. The Bergman Group has made several bad moves, and we have managed to make things even worse. Stahlberg Bank froze the Bergman Company's account when there were some problems with Bergman's cistern construction project. Now the shareholders want to sell the company. We can make the Walter Company acquire it. There are many benefits to buying the Bergman Group. The company has built most of Stahlberg's underground infrastructure, including several areas around the S&W bunker, which is a high risk to our project. When we buy the Bergman Group, we will have more control over Stahlberg. The underground areas are important for the defense of the city and will also provide great hidden transport routes.
Fascinating. I don't think you should keep your safe open like that.
And there are some gold bars laying on the ground, and Mark won't take them with him. Okay. So if we step upstairs here on this crazy ladder thing, there's some kind of a contraption and a button. Pressing buttons has never failed us in the past, so let's go out here, and we are in, Walter's office. If we look down there, we can see a massive hole in the building, which is probably where Mr. What's his name? Hartman just blew a hole in the building. There's another VCR here. And there's a journal, which has a whole bunch of stuff. And underlined in the corner is an S5, T3, T6, S8, S10, T7, which will give us a number of book names. I'm not going to try to figure that out right now. But the main thing we want to get a hold of up here comes out of this office. Now, why he's got these work lights pointed at his desk here is a puzzle I don't have the answer to. Somebody has thoroughly searched his office, but did they open this gate and find these banknotes and this video cassette? Let's put the videotape over here for a few moments and see if we can get out of here back to the street level. Place your bets. And usually windows this high up in skyscrapers don't open for obvious reasons. There's Osmo Olu ad on that building. There's a cruise ship. Ferris wheel, some kind of a domed building. And I think we see why there was a loading screen in the elevator, because all this detail here takes up data, and we don't have to load the whole town if we're in the tunnel. Just pop this on here.
Citizens of Stahlberg, let me ask you, who was it that rebuilt this city? Who was the one that protected this city and dedicated his whole life to its well-being? And yet, this is how you thank me. You believe those who betrayed us and labeled me a traitor. I know they've been up to something big, something that could be catastrophic for our future. But I won't let them destroy Stahlberg, my life's work. The corrupt officials want to silence me, but I won't let them. They will never find me, and I won't rest until everyone knows the truth. They have exploited my financial imperium for their own benefit under the veil of protecting the city and its people. They must be stopped before it's too late, for the sake of our future and livelihood. They're building a...
Mr. Walter. Some men from the military just barged in looking for you.
Huh. Plot twist.
That's an achievement that when you see that tape as well. So they're building a... something. If only he would have had another few milliseconds to finish that statement. Such a nice city. I don't really want to go back down into the tunnels. So now those books that are listed in here at the bottom of the page, if we bring those out, there's one called Stahlberg and Steel. There's one called Transformation of War. There's one called Business Law. There's one called Stahlberg Bunkers. There's one called Stahlberg in World War II. It's over here somewhere. Is it also sticking out? Stahlberg in World War II and Planet. And that reopens this section of bookcase here. And we have to... There we go. Before the thing starts closing. Alright. Well, that was enlightening. So, there's this military thing going on. There's this SNW thing that we learned about from the desk here. In the SNW, we've also seen, I think it was in the hacker's office back in the sewage canal. So we come out here. And now we can go over here to this wider open area. And this slit here is kind of a clue that maybe there's something over here that you want to look at. They have hidden keys under these things before, or hidden useful stuff behind and under them. So we're going to go this direction here. Oh, there's a room there. up here.
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight. I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
Okay, camera batteries are relatively fresh, so I don't need to swap them. Let's see. Alright. I don't see anything important or useful over here. So let's climb up the chair. I think this is just another place to stash batteries for Mark. We want to go this direction. Broken pipe.
I have like a ton of these things already.
More batteries. Well,
That's
that
not good.
should probably continue to the other side. I want a quick save here because this is sometimes fraught with peril. Because somebody can't aim for the stupid box. Alright. If you recall from where we just were, before we went on that side track there, we went to this keep out area here. I'm going to come back in here.
Can't carry any more of
Sure, I
this.
don't need any more batteries. I turn that power switch on there, which I think will operate the funicular. There's apparently an achievement up here. Maybe that's what this room is for. There's probably a beer-related achievement. There's a beer can on top shelf. It's somewhere else. What's that? Document. I hid 5 bottles of beer for you. If you find them, drink them. Beer Master. There's a bottle opener. How do I point at that bottle? Alright. Top of shelf. There's one. Maybe that enables it. Yep.
Just what I needed. Refreshing.
Listen to the music.
A little refreshment.
Ooh, the pretty colors behind palette.
Could use a drink.
Achievement unlocked.
Don't
Beer
mind if
Master.
I did.
Okay, so anyway, wait for this color to fade. There it goes. Now, the last one of these that we used did not work so well. I think it was the last one. There might have been another one. I think it was the last one. Kind of jammed and broke off halfway up the slope at the back of the sawmill towards the middle of chapter 2. But this one seems to be in more of an operating condition. Alright, what do we have here? Sealed door, a fire extinguisher with some rubble on the floor. Another funicular that doesn't appear to work. It's got a forklift on it. Some pallets, some broken stuff there. There, that's what I was looking for. Okay, broken funicular, control panel, a bucket. Actually, not a control panel. This is an equipment cabinet. A big, ugly steel door. Call button for the funicular. Another equipment cabinet. And we go down this way. There's a door here. It's closed. Doesn't highlight the buttons. This door here opens. There's a document. Breaker 2, HWSBC2. This breaker is connected to the Hammer Valley Dam. The Walter Company bought the Hammer Valley Hydro, and now it's producing backup power for the bunker. The dam is currently closed, so Breaker 2 is connected to TGD SBS4. The main hull of the bunker is now connected to Breaker 2. Don't turn this off. There was a blackout, which probably caused some problems to Breaker 2. Without Breaker 2, you can't even open the main hull doors. I connected Breaker 2 back to the Hammer Valley Dam because it was causing problems to the power lines. Bunker codes, a whole bunch of stuff scribbled out, and it's 7923 now. 7923. We'll want that combination there. Why does the code change so often? Who could even get here? Alright, so we're going to take a picture of this.
Fascinating.
And yes, Mark, that is fascinating.
Can't carry any more of these.
Enough flashlight batteries? Alright, let's see what's in here first. Some big honkin' transformers. Probably a circuit breaker, or connector switch, or circuit breaker. Yeah, you don't want to get this close to these things if they're running. The fact that they're that big and have such large insulators suggests that it's very high voltage.
There we go.
So I think we'll turn both of those things on. And then there's a broken ceiling in here that I didn't
Someone
notice.
should get that fixed.
Yeah, some rebar showing through. Alright. So everything has been leading up to this bunker that we keep hearing so much about. So I want to save to slot 2 because I used slot 1 last level. Here's some camera
I don't
batteries.
think I can fit these in my pockets.
Empty key box. And we need to use that code we just learned. It's 7923. Hit that button there. And the door opens. And that shaking doesn't really fill me with confidence. And that's the end of level 1. Let's see what's behind this last door next time as we start level 2.